Hello everyone, welcome back. Thank you so much for joining me. Today what I wanted to do with you is share some of my most recent K-beauty favorites. I used to do this a long time ago, but kind of like hauls and that kind of stuff kind of went out of style. They're still not in style, but I thought I would share some of this with you. For a lot of you who don't know, I get the majority of my Korean beauty products from Yes Style, also Olive Young, Stylovana, Skin Cupid, Style Korean, but I've been affiliated with Yes Style for a really long time, which means I have an affiliate link with them and a discount code, and they actually give me an allowance once a month to buy some things for myself. So these products are technically gifted, but they've all been things that I've chosen myself and have wanted to try. Some things here I've tried, some things I haven't, so I'm going to go through those with you today. Everything I use is down below in the description box for you. More than likely they are affiliate links, which you don't have to use. You can just go to Yes Style and type in the name. It's up to you. So I'm going to use a few different things on the eyes. The first palette, look how cute this is. This is from a brand called Colourgram. This is like my brand of the moment. I'm absolutely in love. I was about to say obsessed, but no, I'm in love with this brand. This is quite neutral, but I am going to add a different eyeshadow and a gel glitter on top. Oh no, I want to start something else first. So we're going to do that. I just want to show you this because this is what I've been using on my lips. This is a lip plumper. This is from COSRX. A lot of you are probably familiar with COSRX. If you hate lip plumpers, but you want something that plumps your lip, that doesn't sting and doesn't turn your lips red, this is amazing. There's a tiny bit of not a sting, a kick to it. And I'm fine with it. And I don't like spicy foods. There's a little bit of a kick to it, but not so much that it's like, oh my God, it kills, it hurts like hell. But I've been using this just to prep my lips and then night masks as well. Stunning. Yes, I've been using this to prep my lips for lip product, of course. And I've just been leaving it on while I do all my makeup. Then I'll blot it off, just blot gently before I do my lips. So there's a little bit of a tingle, but can you see they're not going bright red? And I used a lip plumper the other day. Sorry to keep going off topic. Oh no, we're on topic, it's makeup. I used a lip plumper the other day. Oh my fucking God, it ruined. I was getting this rash all down. Never again. Anyway, sorry. Let's go into this Colourgram palette. I mean, just look. So I want to start with these neutrals to kind of, as I say, dust out a shape, mark out a shape. So I want to go with this deeper one just here. Colourgram do some beautiful products. Their lip products are incredible. They really like smooth out your lips too. So I just want to make like a contour of my eyes almost. Look how smooth and silky they go on. And I'm liking the style of a smaller pan because, I mean, let's be real. How many eyeshadow palettes do we have and how many are we actually gonna get through? If all eyeshadow palettes could take up less room, that would be great. Let's just build that up a tiny bit so we get a little bit more depth on this inside corner here. And I'm just gonna take the lighter kind of pinky shade in the top middle here. And I just wanna bring it on the inside corner of my eyes. I feel like sometimes I bring my eyeshadow in too far. I wanna keep that area nice and bright. Yeah, that's so much better just by dragging that little bit into, let's do that under the brow. Let's go a bit old school here. Now, I've been waiting to use this for a really long time. This is from Lily by Red, and this is the Little Bitty Moment eyeshadow. Look how cute, that green. As soon as I saw that green, I was like, yes, please. So let's go in with this. Actually, let me just swatch it. Oh, do I do a bit of that pink and the green? What if I did the green out this way? Yeah, let me do the green on this outside corner, and then I might do that pink towards the inside. So with this palette, I found it really interesting. They almost had different levels of shimmer, different levels of sparkle, and I believe there was like a matte version of this color too. Oh, I should have got the matte too, thinking about it. And then we'll do that pink going into the green. This is the first time I think I've used this brand's eyeshadow. I like their lip products. This is the first time you're using their eyeshadow, so this is a good experience first time. I'm thinking there's a deeper shade in this palette. I might go in with that just in the outside corner, just to add a piece of definition to the outside corner. I'm just gonna stamp it and flick it up this way. Oh, that's got glitter on. I probably shouldn't have done that. So I'm just pushing it into the socket and then I'm just gonna flick it up from there. Okay, we're going to finish up under the eyes, but I'm going to do concealer first. Please excuse how untidy this is. I use it, and it does come with a brush, but I have to clean it. Okay, it's actually not that bad. So this is by one of my favorite brands. This is by Jung Se Moore, a famous Korean makeup artist, is the creator of this brand. The way she does makeup, so beautiful, so stunning. This is the Artist Concealer palette. There is another shade that's a bit deeper than this and has some color correctors in it also. I'm going to take the one shade here and just use that under the eye. This is a little bit of a thicker formula. So I am just going to use a tiny amount and then blend it in with my finger, because it's almost like that kind of, imagine that full coverage cream without it being textured. It's a really nice smooth texture, but because it is that full coverage thicker cream, I do find that using your finger to blend, getting that body temperature in there is so much nicer to blend with initially, and then you can go in, you know, and make some changes. I'm just going to cut off my eye makeup. I actually probably could have gone a shade lighter with that. That's a bit yellow on me. We'll go under my eyes with the brown. First one we use just to add some definition. It actually comes out a lot darker than it looks in the pan. Okay, then I'm going to take some of the Starlit Jewel. This is like a glitter from Dayseek. Now listen, you know I don't like glitter, but when it's in a gel and I can control it, then I don't mind too much. I'm going to put that along the bottom lash line, just on that inside corner. Also, this has like a brush tip, but it's plastic, so it's extremely easy to direct where you want product to go. And I'll do lashes and stuff like that afterwards. Okay, I'm gonna go with my foundation. This is the Romand Bare Water Kit Cushion. This has become one of my absolute favorite foundations. You will see why. Mainly because this is like a perfect match, foundation match for me, but you will see the glow on this. And as an oily person, I like to have a glow to my skin, but I don't want to be greasy. And I've worn this on like a whole day. I wore this to an event recently and it really lasted amazingly on my oily skin. So I will powder this a little bit later on. It's just the most beautiful foundation. I've actually, out of fear, I don't know why, ordered 4 refills for it, because I've never found a foundation that has this finish that works on oily skin. So I was like, I can't have this out of my life. So I ordered a good amount of refills. We will powder it a little bit later on, but I'm waiting because it almost like settles onto the skin and has this like glass like finish. So I want to let that do its thing as we add some products on top. I'm going to go in with my contour. This is by a brand called Judy Doll, and this is a really great brand. There's a few different shades in these. You have a highlighter, like a brightening powder, and then a contour here. These look really cold because they're contour, but they are a bit deeper than they look. So I'm going to use them for their contour, and I'm just going to mix the two together here, and I'm just going to brush from my beard, from my sideburns down like this, just so we get, this is the shade that contour should be, a grayish cold shadow, not ashy, just cold. So look, it looks like shadow compared to this cheek. Okay, face contoured, nose contoured. I've been waiting to use this. I've been so excited. This is from a brand called Fui, and I've been loving their stuff recently. They've launched these cream blushes, which I dropped, of course, that just look beautiful. They look so beautiful. I'm gonna try on my finger, and I want to try the kind of like deeper orangey shade, like on the cusp of my cheekbone. So not, oh, that's a lot. I wasn't expecting that much pigment. That's fine. So just like underneath my cheekbone and then verging on top as well, or like onto the cheekbone. That's beautiful. That's like powdery but smooth but cream. I'm gonna use a clean finger and tap around the edges, but also with that clean finger I'm gonna go into the lighter shade and go on top of what I just did, so like on the very top point of that, and that will help fade it in a little bit more. That's really nice. I wasn't expecting that much pigmentation from it. Let's go into highlighter. I've had these for a while. These are the Prism highlighters from a brand called Clio, and this is in the shade Cream Fizz. So I don't know if it shows up on camera very well, but we have like a pinky champagne and more of a gold tone. Our highlight. This is quite strong, so I am just going to do a tiny bit at a time. You can see it already has like a strong effect there. So a few people have pointed out in some of my videos that I've been doing my lips a little bit differently, which I absolutely have, and I'm going to show you what I've been doing. Usually I kind of like block out my whole lips with foundation, right, and do like this light into dark, but I'm not doing that anymore. I am taking a bit of foundation and just making sure that the very edges of my lip, not on my lip but around the edges, aren't too red. And then what I've been using are these kind of like lip pencils, but they're not lip pencil. They're like very soft. This is one I've been using a lot. You can see it's kind of dirty around the edge. This is by Annalicia, and the shade is Bebe number 4. And I've been doing two things, right? I've been taking the contoury pencil shade and going under just the middle of my lip, literally like this. And then when my lip starts to turn up, I tuck it onto the lip. So I'm only overdrawing the very bottom like this. And then on the top lip, I'm literally overdrawing just a cupid's bow. And then bringing that onto the lip also. So not overdrawing the edges, just overdrawing that top bit. And then something you'll see, which is very popular in lip swatches for most Korean brands, is a little bit on the outside corner. If I do this, you see where the lip turns up, almost like a ball here, and tuck that into the lip like that. It's very, very subtle, but we're just deepening those like outside parts of the lip very slightly, so it looks like a shadow. And you can do this with a lip pencil, but make sure the lip pencil is very soft and also like goes well with the lip color you're about to use. So I'm about to use an orangey kind of gloss. This is from that brand Fui again, 3D changing gloss in Scene Yellow. It's more of an orange, but I love how these have this like plastic applicator that's like a spatula almost, because it doesn't drag on the lip. Wow, I love that color. Oh my god, that orange. I have one of these in like a clear one of these. So I'm familiar with the texture. And I've only gone in for one dip as well, so that's nice. And then just in the areas I've applied that pencil, I'm going to tap with my finger. Not onto a pencil, but like blend a bit of gloss on top. That's beautiful. How incredible is that color? It's like an orangey brown. Beautiful. And my lips are just like instantly smoothed out. Let me do some lashes and mascara, and then we'll come back and do powder. Okay, lashes on, mascara done, other way around. I'm gonna finish off with the Wake Make Stay Fixer packed. This is beautiful. Again, another product I take around with me. There's something about this sponge, which is almost like a very light foam, very airy, that doesn't apply the powder in a way that's cakey. Sorry, it's dirty again. I literally take this one to events with me. So I'm gonna go into the powder like this and literally press it onto wherever I need it. And just look, it's just so lightweight. It's so beautiful. This is one of my absolute favorite powders. I've had this for a really long time actually, and it doesn't seem to go down much, which is nice. There's no like interfering with your foundation. There's no foundation getting in the compact or anything like that. I think it's something to do with this puff and the material. And there you go. As I said, I will leave a link to everything down below for you if you are interested. So those are some of my favorite products. This lip gloss, stunning. All right, thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you very, very soon. Bye.